Hey loves, welcome back. Today we're doing a full face of new drugstore makeup. I have a couple of new products that I've already been using, but then there's other things here that are brand new, so we're doing some first impressions. So grab a snack, get cozy, or grab all of your makeup, and let's do some affordable glam together. So I just prepped the lids with the eyeshadow primer Elixir from Pretty Smart. This is actually a really good eyeshadow primer. I love the way this dries and it doesn't even need to be set, so 10 out of 10 for this. And then for eyeshadow palette today, I'm going to use the Sunset Days palette from LA Girl. This one is in Under the Sun. It comes in one other version as well, but of course I had to get the neutral one because look at these glitters. They look so pretty. So let's start off with these two shades right here. I'm going to put those all over the lid. So far, I love the way these blend. They have a really smooth, creamy formula. Now we have to try out the glitters. So let's go in with this rose gold shade. I'm just using a flat shader brush. I already love it because it gives that scattered glitter effect, which you guys already know I love. I love the little pop of glitter because it's not too much, but you can build it up. Let me apply the other side with my finger just to kind of compare. Okay, yeah, see, so you pretty much get kind of like a similar effect with both a brush and your finger. You see though, with your finger, if you rub the eyeshadow, you're going to get a little bit more versus just tapping. You're going to get a lighter shimmer on the lid. I could just apply this all day. It is gorgeous. This palette is so beautiful. I really like the glitters. And the other shades are really nice, but I think the glitters in here really pop. Now let's try out the new shade in the NYX Epic Ink Liner. This one is in Graham Cracker. Oh, I love this. It's very natural. And it's light, but I think it's really pretty. Love the shade of this liner. I typically always go for black, but this is a really nice tone of brown. It's the perfect shade. Now I'm gonna curl my lashes. I have two new mascaras, and then I think I'm gonna do a little light outer corner lash today. So on this side, I'm gonna go in with the Call Me Queen Dramatic False Lash Effect mascara from Essence. You guys already know I love Essence mascaras, but I have not tried this one. I don't know if this is like brand new or if this has been out and then like they just sent it to me. I don't know, but this is what the wand looks like. Hopefully this will give some nice length. I love the original Lash Princess the most. Oh, it definitely does separate and give length. I like how much it separates though, I will say. It combs through the lashes really nicely. Now on the other side, we're gonna try out the Eye Enhancer 3D Mascara from CoverGirl. Oh, wow. The wand is a lot bigger than I was expecting. This is supposed to curl and lift your lashes. I like both of them. I think I like the one from CoverGirl though a little bit more. Kind of gives me all-in-one. I don't know if you can really tell the difference, honestly, but I think I like the one from CoverGirl. I wasn't sure how I feel about this big wand, but it actually does also feel comfortable as I apply this too. They're honestly both pretty good. I don't really see a huge difference between both of my eyes. So I applied some half lashes from Kiss. I'll pop them in right here. They are in the style Glowy Skin. They're little half lashes. I love them whenever I do more simple makeup looks. Now let's do some skin prep. I've been using the Blur Screen primer from NYX. SPF 30. I really like this. At first I was like, okay, it's a nice primer, but I didn't really notice much blurring, but it actually does smooth your skin out, so it's really nice under makeup. This also kind of smells like Banana Boat sunscreen, but it's not too much. I think it's just a really beautiful lightweight SPF. I feel like it's kind of a combination of a moisturizing primer with a little bit of like a putty consistency. Next up, we have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Sun Kissed Liquid Bronzing Drops. I have the light and the medium. I think, let me see what the light looks like. I think I want to do medium. I like the packaging on these, really nice. It feels like just good. Okay, so this is light. So it says illuminating drops infused with copper peptides, hyaluronic acid, and 2% glycerin. I'm just gonna apply it over that NYX product. Ooh, okay. So definitely super bronzy. I'm thinking if like maybe this would be better mixed in with foundation versus directly on the skin. But this one is actually, wow, it's the light color. I was gonna use the medium, but I think I actually am gonna use light. This looks a little crazy though. It is kind of like getting a little patchy right here, so maybe mixing it might be better. Yeah, okay. Rewind. I just wiped that off. I'm gonna reapply a little bit more of the NYX Blur Screen. So for foundation, I'm gonna use the Soft Glam Satin Foundation from e.l.f. This is beautiful. If you want something under $10 with good coverage that's long wearing, this one is it. It's not too glowy. It's perfect. And this one is in 31 medium neutral. So I'm gonna just mix in a little bit of that with the bronzing drops from Milani. We're gonna just do a little concoction right here. I'm gonna use this Real Techniques 259 brush. It's not my favorite foundation brush, honestly. I think it's pretty good, but I wish it was a little bit more dense, but it does get the job done. Oh, I think that actually looks really good. I think the Milani bronzing drops kind of enhanced the foundation, but like in the best way. Because foundation does oxidize a little bit, and I feel like since I put the bronzing drops in too, it's a tad more bronzy. Since I am tan, it kind of matches the rest of my body really good, because lately so many of my foundations and skin tints have just looked so light compared to the rest of my body. So I don't mind a little bit of the oxidation, and I actually like the bronzing drops. Next new product are these 2-in-1 contour ones from Makeup Revolution. These look really interesting. They're very tiny compared to most contour ones. So let's try out the color medium and dark. Medium first. So this is what I mean about it being smaller. It kind of looks like an eyeshadow stick a little bit. So that's the contour side. Oh, it's a little bit more on the gray side. So this one is medium. Let me put some right down my nose. I think it might be a little too gray. You see, it has like a bit of an ashy tone, but I'm gonna blend it and we'll see. Maybe I'll add some of the dark shade over top. It's really interesting how small it is, but it works. It's creamy. It feels like you're using a pencil pretty much on your face. It's really just like a light gray color, honestly. I like it for the nose. I think it could maybe be better for the nose because of how precise it is. I'm gonna try the dark color out at this point for my face. I probably wouldn't want to use something like this. I'd rather just use like a regular bronzer stick, you know what I mean? I don't love it. I think there's better options, honestly. And then Makeup Revolution, they have a better cream bronzer that I think is worth trying over this. You don't need it. I have some new blushes here also from Hard Candy. I really love this line of blushes. So they're the blurring blushes and they have 3 new colors. So let's start off with the lightest color. We'll go lightest to dark. This one is in Double Take. The other one that I have is more glowy. These have a soft matte finish. Oh wow, that's really light. Okay, this one is pretty much nothing. It's so light, it doesn't really even do anything to my cheeks. Oh, that sucks. I wish it was a little bit more pigmented. Let's try to build it up. But it's super light. Maybe if you are much lighter than I am, it could work, but it doesn't have a lot of color payoff, honestly. No. I think this had potential, but we need a little bit more pigment. Then let's just go in with Girl Crush over top of that. I'm just gonna use my foundation brush and kind of just buff that away. It didn't really do much. It kind of lightened up my cheek, but there's like no color there. Okay, next color, Girl Crush. This one is a purple. Oh, wow. Now there is some pigment. Let's see what that looks like when we blend. Okay. Okay, this one is pigmented. I don't think this is the most flattering color on my skin tone personally, but I love how pigmented that was. It blended really nicely. So the blushes did redeem themselves because that was really pigmented. Let's go in with the color Hot Shot now. I think this is going to be a good red then. So unfortunately the pink is out, but the purple one is in. Let's see how red is. Ooh, that's pretty. It's pigmented. I feel like the purple one though is way more pigmented. Let me add a little bit more. It's a pretty color though. I think it's a more wearable kind of popsicle shade. Oh no, that's pretty. Okay, wait, no, I do like that. Out of all three blushes, the pink one is not pigmented, honestly, whatsoever. Even if you are very light in tone, I still think this is gonna be very light. It's not even gonna show up. So I would say skip out on the pink, but if you want some pigmented blushes, Girl Crush is definitely more pigmented than Hot Take, but they both give you more pigment than the pink. So I do like these. I'm gonna just take my foundation brush and just blend over that Girl Crush color because it's so bright. But it's a nice shade though. It's different too. It's not your typical liquid blush color that you would see at the drugstore, so I think it's nice how pigmented it is. I've never used a brush like this before that's this big, but it's the BK Beauty 109 brush. A lot of my brushes are super dirty, so this is one of the clean ones, and it actually just blended that concealer really nicely. I love concealer brushes way more than sponges now, especially for the under eyes. I feel like it just gives you that maximum coverage and it makes everything look so much smoother versus using a sponge. See, that's why I said too with the e.l.f. foundation, I feel like even though it does oxidize a little bit, it is forgiving once you do the rest of your makeup. It just really works itself out with the concealer and the blush and everything. It looks so good. I think I like it more than the Camo CC cream, honestly. So I love everything minus the little contour one that I used from Makeup Revolution. It does have a little highlighter side, which these kind of products like this are really pretty. You could use it to like highlight your inner corner or down the bridge of your nose, but the contour side just kind of feels like a pencil. Maybe I'll just continue using it for my nose, but for like actual contour on my face, I don't like it. What I like to do after I do my concealer, I'll just go in with whatever is left over on my blush brush and just go over my cheeks with it, just to bring a little bit more of that color back to the cheeks. Let me try to do my other side. Ooh, look at me with my left hand. I'm right-handed, but I'm actually blending with both hands. I don't even know how this is happening, but I can't really do a lot of things with my left hand, to be honest, so I'm surprised that I was able to just do that. Like, if I try to blend out my concealer, it's just not the same. For powder, these LA Girl Pro Setting Brightening Powders are beautiful. I tested these out a few months back, and this is a beautiful formula because it does set all your powders into place, but it also keeps your skin looking very healthy and radiant. So if you like a satin finish with your powders, you're gonna like this a lot. I also love the packaging because you do get a net and then a little cover just to avoid any messes with the powder. I love it. This one is in translucent. And then there's also a soft pink if you like a little bit more of a bright under eye. This one is gorgeous. I'm gonna go translucent today. Another drugstore gem, these little Sonia Kashuk triangle puffs. I love them. They have the perfect amount of fluffiness. They're not too thin. You can get them at Target in a 2-pack. I do like this concealer brush, by the way, but I feel like I like something maybe a little bit smaller just so I can be a bit more detailed, but it is still a good brush. And I'm using the translucent powder today. This just reminds me of a high-end powder. Even the packaging, it's like, kind of like the Huda Beauty packaging. I'm just gonna set my entire face with this powder because I love the glow that it brings. I need to add a little bit extra bronzer. So I have been using this Buttermelt bronzer from NYX and I like it, but I wish the undertones were different. I think if they had better undertones, the bronzer would be really good because it's pretty. And I have this one in Butter Biscuit. I don't know, I feel like it's kind of just not the best tone for me, but I like the formula of it. It also smells really good. It smells like a dessert or like a candle. I'm just gonna put a little bit though around the perimeter of my forehead. I still like it though. I feel like it is a little bit more forgiving on me now that I have a little bit of a tan. I also have these new highlighters from Profusion. These are the holographic highlighters. I'm gonna use these as kind of like a little blush topper. So we have the color Transcend and Flare. Transcend is more like a pinky rose gold, and then Flare is a more golden shade. Oh, I like this packaging. It's actually really pretty. Look at that. Even as an eyeshadow, I think that would be gorgeous. It feels a little kind of dry though. It doesn't have a lot of pigment actually. It's a more kind of glittery formula. I mean, it is a highlighter though. It doesn't say it's a blush topper, so it is like a glowy kind of product. I'm gonna just do a little dusting of this. I don't think it's gonna have a lot of pigment. Yeah, it's more kind of glittery than anything. Let's see. It's like a little fairy dust on the cheeks. I typically don't really love glittery kind of highlighters, but I actually think this is cute. Like I said, it doesn't have a lot of pigment, so that's the only thing, but I think it's pretty. It kind of complements the glitter on the eyes a little bit, just gives it like that little pop. I feel like I need more blush though, so I wasn't really planning on doing this, but we're gonna just go with it. I'm gonna add a little bit of the Hard Candy Blurring Blush over top. I don't really like to do creams over powders, but I know some people do use products like this over top. So let's see how it dries and how it looks over top of this, since I already have the powder on. But what I'm going to do is apply some of this right on the back of my hand, and then from here I'm going to put a little bit more on my cheeks. You know what, I actually have another 109 brush. I used this before for blush. This is the same one that I just used for concealer, but I'm going to use a little bit of this, just tap it on my brush, and then apply some on the cheeks. I just want to bring out some of that color. Now we have the brand new Juicy Peptide Lip Balms from Makeup Revolution. I have the 4 shades here, so we're going to swatch them. Okay, so we have Ice, Strawberry, Spice, and Latte. Let's start off with Ice. It does feel nice and smooth, not sticky. Has a little bit of like a fruity kind of scent. I would use this right before I start my makeup to prep my lips, but it feels really nice. Next color, Strawberry. Oh, they each smell different. Ooh, I like this one. I like this one more than Ice. This smells like a Lip Smackers lip product that I used to use when I was little, so I love the nostalgia with this. Oh, this one's nice. Strawberry, You Have My Heart. I love the way this smells. It feels honestly better than the Ice one. The Ice one is not bad, but Strawberry. Next color is in Spice. Pretty natural, pretty much almost goes on clear. All of them, they have a very light, almost non-existent tint, but I still like the Strawberry the most. This one actually kind of smells like the Ice one. I thought it was gonna smell a little bit more like fall since the shade is Spice. Then we have the shade Latte. This one smells sweet. I actually like this one. So Latte and Strawberry are my 2 favorites out of the 4 that I tried. For the inner corners, I'm gonna go in with this color in the LA Girl palette. I'm also gonna add some of that light glitter. This kind of gives Fenty Diamond Bomb vibes a little bit. The only thing is there is fallout with the glitter. I'm gonna just do a little lip liner because it just makes all lip combos better. So I'm gonna use the Hard Candy Instapout lip liner in the shade Boyfriend. I love how this color just looks on its own. Now I'm gonna add the lip balm from Makeup Revolution. Again, this one is in Latte. Oh, I like these. I like this one a lot actually. Everything turned out so good. I really enjoyed the new products that I tested. Starting off with the eyeshadow palette, this is to die for. If you love glitter, you're gonna love this eyeshadow palette. And I think it's really nice because you have a few different shades of glitter. I also love this eyeliner from NYX. It's the perfect shade of brown and the formula is so easy to work with. I love it. Also, this lip combo, Hard Candy lip liner in Boyfriend. This works with so many lipsticks, liquid lipsticks, glosses. I love the shade and I really like it with the Juicy Peptide lip balm in Latte. This is a beautiful combo. But I also really like the Strawberry lip balm as well from Makeup Revolution. Revolution. So these two are my favorite. The blurring blushes from Hard Candy are also stunning. I love the way these look under foundation and over top of powder. They have a really good amount of pigment. They blend beautifully. The e.l.f. Soft Glam Foundation and the bronzing drops from Milani. This was a beautiful combo. It gives a bronzy look with great coverage. I love the way these look. The only other thing too that I wasn't a huge fan of was the Precise Contour and Highlight from Makeup Revolution. For the nose, I think it'll work, but all in all, you don't really need this. I think there's much better contours at the drugstore. This one is like, I'll have to keep using the mascaras, but I will say the CoverGirl mascara gave me a little bit more length than the one from Essence, but honestly, they both look pretty much the same after I did the little half lash on both, so I like them. I also really love the Brightening Loose Powder from LA Girls. So we have a lot of gems in today's video. Let me know if you guys have tried any of these products or if you've tried any really good affordable makeup. Drop it down below in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe for new videos every week, and I cannot wait to see you very soon in my next one. Bye!